What is up, Cahir Club, and welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody has been having a great start to their week, especially in the UK where we got a good old bank holiday. You'll love to see it. If you saw me go live before, you did. I pressed go live, and a few issues that were hovering around, that were kind of doing their own thing, all just decided to make my computer crash. Just the moment I pressed go live, more or less, my PC just... So that was nice and definitely not stressful at all. No, I was not stressed. That didn't stress me out. God damn. I barely even know the source of the issue. It's not cropped back up yet, so I don't know if my computer was just on for too long today, or you think it was a PR stunt. I wish I could have... What PR am I going to get from this? Felix, remind me to never put you in charge of marketing departments. I just not sure how that would go. Starting school on Wednesday. Best of luck with that. Hopefully that goes better. Make sure you get your icebreaker prepared, because you're going to need plenty of those. Will not be reminding you of that, unfortunately. I can see why you might not want to. I can see the personal stakes you might have in that. So I will note that down on my notepad instead, that I keep to track, all of you guys, you know? Loads of information on everybody here. Everybody who's ever been in chat, loads of information of them on my notepad. So think of that next time you're about to type something weird, because that's going into the note. It's a thick pad by now. It's rather wide, you know. Some people, multiple pages worth. Anyway, /J poetry. Shiny Dudunsparce. You want it, you need it. 3 segments, shiny. Oh boy. Yeah. Do you review the VOD and analyze every single message, or is it live? It's live. I'm really good at multitasking. As is well known, my multitasking skills, unrivaled. Shit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest, the computer crash last time was when I, ended up moving a bunch of things around all at once to sort some parts of my screen, out. So I feel like that might have been, you know, what caused the issue. So I'm kind of nervous moving things around my screen now. You'll love to see it. The thing is I didn't have the issue until I disconnected my main monitor. Oh, maybe that was the issue. Maybe it was a monitor disconnection issue that caused it. This looks like that place in Legends Arceus, as in Area 0 does. I'm pretty sure it's salty and sour. We'll find out. Might as well do it the hard way. Let him cook. I mean, to cook, don't you have to, you know, actively cook it? This tofu is raw. I ain't cooking anything. I tried. Rob, hello, how goes it? Yep, no, I'm doing great. No technical issues over here at all. No. My stream did not crash. Did you guys get, 2 notifications then? Or... the perfect tofu tower. Not quite. Not... Almost. You did. Oh, that's not great. That's not great at all. Makes sense. Not great. Alright, what we got? Sparkling title encounter, okay. You'll have to see it. Back into the Area 0, the location. You'll love to see it. I just realized I never set up my calculator. I'd love to blame it on the technical issues. I mean my very advanced no, wrong words. Counter app. My very advanced counter app that I use. A tasty Cahir original. A Cahir Tower original, exactly. Although I'd say most of those things are up for debate. Alright, let me just make sure there are no shinies off the bat. One day I'll get a shiny in the original areas. Hopefully I don't lose it. The chat's not on screen, on my screen by the way right now, so if I'm missing messages I apologize. Well, look at 20 past. I didn't have any video on your feed for your stream. And I started watching a video and forgot to recheck. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, these days I generally put my stream up at anywhere between 20 past to half past. Because, what's it called? I don't know, like, when you schedule a stream far in advance, you get a lot of, like, promotion prior to going live. Now, that seems fine and dandy and all, except, oh wait, no, that's the wrong move. Except, no it doesn't, because a random person clicking on that, well, they're not going to click on it at all. There's going to be no clicking on it. So I've been trying to, like, schedule my stream sooner before stream these days, and it seems to be doing better, I think. Maybe? I'm not actually certain, but it's how it's been going. You got notification twice? Yeah, okay. That's a shame. I mean, again, not much I could do about it, to be fair, because I pressed go live and my PC crashed more or less immediately. Like, I pressed go live, switched to my Firefox tab to get the link to copy. Computer gone. I act like it was going live that crashed the computer. It wasn't going live. It was, again, me using too many tabs at once, on top of pre-existing issues that were starting to form on the screen. There are a bunch of weird, like, visual errors across it. I'm guessing it's because I often, like, refinangle my monitors when my computer's still on. And it used to be that, like, immediately crashed my entire PC. For, like, a second... No. For like, a period of time thereafter, I could just refinangle my monitors as I wanted with the computer on. But I guess this time it's, spiting me. Sharks! Sharks indeed! Welcome, weirdo. I hope your week's gotten off to a good start. By the way, what happened? You deleted a stream. I mean, I was talking about my computer crashing. Immediately after I went live. But welcome, Emily. Yeah, I went live, computer immediately crashed, more or less. I was hoping it was just a monitor issue and I'd have to turn my monitor back on, but no, it was a PC-wide, PC-wide thing. Alright. Don't want to go to orientation for school tomorrow? That's understandable, I can't slate that. Make sure to write a list of icebreakers. Because you know that's going to be a question that comes up, so it's better to get that in advance. But at least you only have to orientationalize yourself once. If you have anxiety, you don't want to meet new people. That's understandable, but consider this. There are other people there who also don't want to meet new people. So, if you hang out with them, then maybe you won't have to talk to each other, and can just act like you're in a group. Or maybe you'll make them more anxious. Maybe that's not good advice. Well, apart from the tech issues, how's it going? Yeah, it's going pretty solid. What was it called? Yeah, I had a very barbecue-heavy weekend, bank holiday weekend, which was cool, which was enjoyable. Had 3 whole barbecues from Friday to Sunday. No barbecue tonight, but a bit barbecued out, to be fair. Alright. You have to meet people that you've met for 2 years and have to meet them again. Well, you're not really having to meet them again in that place, aye? In that case, aye. Alright. I mean, the benefit with school, or any new place really, is like, you'll have to know these people for like 6 years at most. After then, they're just like people you used to know. You know, like that one Gautier song. In fact, is that his only song? I don't actually know. But yeah, so even if you do make bad impressions on them, the feeling will be mutual when you pass each other on the high street 12 years later. Because as much as you won't want to talk to them, they won't want to talk to you either. Bada bing, bada boom. Benefit for school, you don't have to touch grass. I mean, you kind of do. Do you guys not have, like, sports classes? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how solid my advice is. The last time I had to, like, meet new people in that, like, regard was on a game design course. So I was very, like, aware of the fact that everybody in the course was as much of a loser as I was. We do, unfortunately. So yeah, you're gonna have to touch grass. I hate to say it, anyways. Ah yeah, weekend barbecue standard. You had to de-weed a pathway in your garden as it's a jungle out there. Made a real fucking mess. Well, you gotta make a mess to make a not mess sometimes, innit? I'm going sage mode this stream. Maybe not a good sage, but sage mode. Alright. But yeah, it's whack that school's starting again. It feels like it was like only the other day when I was like, oh yeah, school stopped. Because like, I do a pretty good job at taking a daily walk, you know? But, like, when school's on, I have to keep in mind with my daily walk that if I do the walk at the wrong time, I'm gonna have to walk past a ball shiny. I'm gonna have to walk past a bunch of school children, you know? I don't want to do that. I prefer nice, solo, chill walks. Without, like, a wave of kids. But I've not had to for the past few weeks, which is nice. Which is an enjoyable thing. But I'm gonna have to make sure I'm timing it correctly from now on. Our PE teacher used to be the Cork team coach for football or something. Paired with annoying lads in school. I mean, I feel like football innately attracts the most annoying people, you know? It's like a weird, like, not benefit, trait of the sport, especially in schools. Like, who am I kidding? You're watching a Pokemon VTuber. None of you guys are going to be sporty. I don't think I've ever met a not annoying foot person, like, in school who prided themselves, who cared about football. Like, as in them doing it themselves. Not necessarily them supporting a team, because, like, I feel like almost everyone in the UK has, like, a default team to be like, oh, yeah, I support these guys. But, like, people who, like, played football, association football, they suck, soccer. American, notwithstanding, mostly because I've never met anyone playing American football, due to the, you know, being in England, tends to make that happen, doesn't it? I wonder how Dunsparce and or the Dunsparce eyes look, because they're always closed. That's a fair question. I mean, the Dunsparce's eyes aren't completely closed. Oh, hello. Okay. I feel you. I was thinking to yourself 30 minutes ago, ain't no way it's been 3 months. Yeah, no, it's wild. 3 months? Wait, do you have 3 months summer? Alright. Because it's like July and August. Mine was always like end of July it started. And then began early September. So it's more or less like 1.5. Secondary school. I have also been to that. Do they just make holidays longer nowadays? Missed out. Alright. Any shinies? You don't have homework for weekends, though. Homework over summer? Ew. We only had one 3-month one. We didn't have any. Or are you talking about, the event, TM? (2020). Or do you mean after exam season? Like, finishing GCSEs into college? Not for summer. Oh, okay. I mean, homework over the weekends is like the norm, right? That's just how schools function. I'd say for better or worse, but probably just for the worse, right? Alright. Alright. But yeah, I don't know, it's been getting colder recently, and it's properly hitting me. We're starting to slip into autumn. Like, autumn I don't think actually arrives till, like, end of September, maybe October. Can't remember which one it is. But, what's it called? Like, we're getting to autumn time now. That's fucked up. What's up with that? I don't like that at all. Year's gone too quick. It's just a weird feeling knowing it's over. Well, not it's over, like the year's coming to a close. Hopefully you'll have a better class after 3rd year. Least favourite time of the year, aka big spider season. That's fair. It's not been a... I've had 2... I can loop this into something I have on my notepad. My, like, stream talking points. Okay, so firstly, I've had a few spider experiences. One, like, ran over my arm as I was, like, going to sleep the other night. It wasn't like a big one. It was like no bigger than like my fingernail, which I didn't appreciate. But dude just kind of dashed across my arm, and I was like, why are you on my bed? Who authorized this? Didn't appreciate that. But what I did appreciate is I think it was the same spider, because they like looked rather similar in size. But there's now a spider hanging out in between like the like seal on my window. There's like a gap in the seal on my window, and he's like hiding in that. But he made a web like on the windowsill, and he caught a bug like twice his size. Like genuinely double its size. And it got, like, caught in its web. And that spider, like, wrapped it up and shit. And, like, that guy's gonna be eating for, like, months, right? Because, like, spiders don't need that much food to survive, do they? They can, like, go off, like, pretty few meals. Like, very few meals. So, like, that spider might just be set for life at this point. A whole ass buffet in its web. But you know what? I kind of appreciate a spider web by a window. Because a spiderweb by a window means it can catch all of the fucking dumbass flies who ram themselves into the window all the time. Because they're genuinely the most annoying guys, you know? Like, imagine not being able to see glass. Ridiculous. But it's not even like they can't see it. They just continuously ram themselves into the glass over and over again. Like, do you think a fly's ever experienced a situation where they just, like, rammed themselves into nothing and had to, like, fly off of that? I doubt it. I doubt they ever have. But they see glass, and they're like, oh, I'm sure if I keep trying for the next half an hour, I'll get through it eventually. My brother in Christ, you won't stop. You're not getting through the window. Please. And then you, like, open the window to, like, let them out, and they still somehow don't get out. They just continue ramming themselves into the glass. Like, they're not trying to get out, they're just trying to give themselves a permanent brain damage. Oh wait, they're flies. Their brains aren't big enough to be damaged in the first place. Flies annoy me. They fundamentally annoy me. I'm not a fly fan. I'd never wish to be a fly on the wall of any given situation, because I'd hate to be a fly. Potted plant? Maybe. I'd be down for that. Alright. Little cousin's bugging you to trick or treat. I mean, that's still like 2 months away though, the trick or treating thing. The Halloween's not imminent. Right? We don't have to pretend Halloween's imminent at the moment, surely. Because it's not. Alright. You're close to beating Metal Gear Solid 4 and that Vamp is a good villain? Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know much about Metal Gear. I just know that that snake guy hides in them boxes. You'll love to see it. Alright. To be fair, we got pretty good off getting a Dunsparce, like, so quick into the hunt. Oh, I need to increment. I did not increment anything, I just... yeah. Alright. I'm just waiting for Halloween so you can say it's spooky month. Well, now you've spoiled it. Now you've said it, now we'll be expecting it. Good job, you ruined the surprise. Alright. Three more subscribers, what? You're wondering if you tried to beat Scarlet, so you can grab Mewtwo in the raids next week. Oh, that's fair, because you can get that second Mew as well, can't you? Alright. Halloween's an interesting holiday, though. Like, it's got, like, a very specific vibe, just like Christmas. But I don't know, it's like... It feels more like a modern... I have 663 subs. Oh, okay, so I'm close to 666, the funny demon number. Yeah, you've got it in the team at the moment, hell yeah. No, yeah, that's why I kept mine, just so I might be able to use it at some point. Maybe I'll do a Mew solo run or something. We do got options, to be fair. I like that idea. Maybe I will. Okay. Got other plans first, though. Like, it's nice being able to bring Pokemon into past gens now. Like... I just think that's a fun little feature. Sometimes the lighting really makes these guys look shiny. You doubt Mew will be able to double HP stat. I mean, like, it depends. Don't we have a confirmation on what stats will be boosted? Breath of the Wild Shrine theme, indeed. It has been on the playlist for a while, actually. Got a few Breath of the Wild musics. Might add some Tears ones, I don't know. None of them really stuck out to me much. To, like, that degree. At least, like, none of, like, the ambient themes. Battle themes? Yes, did stand out. But, like, I can't really put battle themes in a chill stream playlist. Meant to be, like, a vibing playlist. No, I feel like a battle theme would be a bit too intense. I mean, Mew solo run would be pretty easy. You can learn pretty much everything. I think a more impressive one would be, like, a Relicanth solo. That's true. But I did solo run Platinum with a Lion, and that was pretty easy. So it wouldn't be my first time with it. Relicanth solo would be funny. Especially since all games on the Switch... I mean, I guess it wouldn't have to be a Switch game. But I was going to say all games on the Switch have, like, a grass-type gym leader. Which, you know, would be a pretty large roadblock. Unless I can get one of them seeds. You recall a line with ridiculous stats. Yeah, because it's a lion. They are the kings of the jungle. It's only realistic when you think about it. Alright. Hear me out, Krogunk solo run. That is a fair point. I haven't done one of those yet. I feel like I should at some point. We'll see when that comes around. But I feel like that should be more in the cards than it has been so far, at least. But yeah, we'll see. I'll think about what I'm going to do after... Like, I know what I'm doing after Gaia, I just don't know what I'm doing after that. I'd like to do a Legends Arceus thing at some point, though. I'm thinking like a Nuzlocke of some kind, perhaps. That seems like it'd be fun. Because I've not played Legends Arceus again, I've only played it through once. And I'm getting the itch to replay it. I mean, you can trade Pokemon into Legends, can't you? I'll think about it. The other thing I need to think about is renewing my Switch Online membership. I'm pretty sure that runs out pretty soon, honestly. I think it might run out around the time the DLC launches. Which is literally next month, which is whack. Like, we're about 3 weeks away from the DLC at this point. So that's going to be hype. I wonder if they've already revealed their hands in terms of, like, what's new in the DLC. Kind of like they did with Sword and Shields. Or if there's still going to be new stuff to uncover. They don't give a fuck about spoilers? For the DLC? I mean, fair enough. Like, if you do learn of any, do not share, because I'm sure some people aren't as keen. But yeah, I'll probably end up playing that when it comes out. On stream. But yeah, again, I'm interested to see if, like... Oh, were you more just saying about how I was saying how Pokemon have revealed their entire hand? But, what's it called? Right. Yeah, no, I wonder if we're going to get any more evolutions and stuff in the DLC. Then again, they haven't revealed what a Paradox Entei and Terrakion may look like. And I'm guessing we are going to get those, so... I guess that's something that's been left unshown. Hopefully we get a bit more as well. I don't know, I'm interested to see if, like, the rulers of the trios are going to be, the Paradox forms we saw in the book. Alright. If you're playing Uranium Shiny only, then you don't care if the Shiny is or isn't Shiny locked? I mean, is it Shiny locked? The nuclear Pokemon Shiny looks sick. Oh, they do? Are they like... I mean, I'm guessing they're all the same color, like the nuclear Pokemon. What's their color? Alright. Alright. Like orange, ooh. You're not gonna bother get a girl... Ooh. As in you're not going to bother to get a girlfriend? Or is this... Well, yeah. Is that what you're saying? Alright. Boing. 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 Okay. Wait, oh yeah, it was like this. If you do this, then you like... No, okay, I move forward the same amount. Never mind. Sorry, what, your sister slammed the door as you said that? Are you saying you're not going to bother getting a girlfriend? Was that what you meant by that message? I'm going to take a drink. Wait, no, I should take a drink after, because we've got, yeah, 11 seconds left, fuck. Let's just try, okay, never mind. Yeah. I mean, like, you don't need one, do you? Like, I don't know. Through personal experience, I'd say, like, always looking for a girlfriend tends to not really be the best mindset to go about in life, you know? Like, there's no reason like you need a girlfriend. Need to be in a relationship in general. If you find someone who you're happy with, then that's great. All the more power to you. But there's no, like, obligation to it. Nor do you need to, like, constantly be seeking one out. Alright. Let's evolve Dunsparce. Kakariko Village. Thank you, what was it called? Playlist. What did you... Shazam? Was that the app? You know, like, the app that you use to, like, tell the name of a song? Is that even still a thing, or is, like, that irrelevant these days? You're not using Shazam. I know you're not using Shazam, but I'm calling you Shazam. For calling out the name of the songs when they start playing. But yeah, like, is that app still useful, or like... Is that just built into websites? Not, like, yeah, built into devices at this point. Alright, let's go to, like, an empty box. Here we go. Oh. Well, here's the box I should be using, eh? It's already got a Dudunsparce in it. So let's do a bit of saving. Right. And now... Alright. Wrong button? Okay. Tofu. Salty, sour. VV perk. The ultimate combination. Alright. The bread's still there that time. The bread is still there. The bread hasn't vanished because it's too far off the plate. You'll love to see it. This is grand. What's it gonna look like in this shot? Well, that's something. I have made something. I like the consistent expression on the characters' faces. They just go. Like, this isn't a good Sani. I have no doubt in my mind about that. Alright. Alright. Second phase of the hunt. Let's go. No shiny Duduns around here. Alright. But yeah, I've been thinking recently, like, basically, like, a big event, well, not a big event, but, like, a couple of, the big HahirLIVE VTubers retired recently. Well, they didn't retire. As far as I'm aware, they are active outside of, HahirLIVE now. But, like, they moved on from HahirLIVE. They graduated, as is often the term used for VTubers. And it kind of reminded me, like, properly how, what was it called? I don't know, I just find it funny that, like, my community, as it is now at least, is so, like, disconnected from the VTuber community, you know? Like, I'm sure, like, none of you even, like... I'd put good money on most of you guys, like, not knowing that a few VTubers had just graduated like that. I'd assume most of you were, like, none the wiser. Like, it's by design, to be fair. I don't really advertise my streams as VTuber streams much. Mostly because I just want to make Pokemon content. But, But yeah, I just find it funny. How things have fallen like that. Graduate? Is that like retiring? More or less. I think it's an idle term, to be fair. Because obviously, like, VTuber culture is very based on HahirLIVE, which more or less treats its VTubers like idols. Like Japanese idols. So I think, like, graduate is, like, what happens when an idol retires. And obviously, since they're on the younger side, I'm guessing, like, graduate is the term they figured to use with that. And yeah, that stuck into, like... Most VTubers use the term, to be fair, when they, like, end up leaving, is just graduation. I gotta be honest, didn't have a clue. I mean, yeah, honestly, like, I was expecting that much. Although, to be fair, you didn't really find me, you more found Finicky. But, like, even a lot of people here who just directly found me aren't all that aware of, like, the grander scheme of, like, VTuber culture, which I find interesting. But, what was it called? Yeah, no, I just find it interesting that, like, my community just isn't really a very VTuber-focused community. It's just a lot more general of one. Again, more by design than anything else. I haven't put my face in thumbnails for a while. Not because I'm, like, ashamed of being a VTuber or anything, don't get me wrong. More just because I figured that... I wonder... Even if I did put my face back in my thumbnails, how well it would do. I had, like, an epiphany, like, this is a few months ago, more or less. I was looking at Finicky's thumbnails and realized I just really, like, liked their style. Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I really like Finicky's thumbnail style. So I was thinking about that a lot, and then I realized, like, you click on, like, a Mr. Beast video or, like, a MatPat video because you know who those people are. You know? You know who, like, Mr. Beast is or who MatPat is. So that's why you click on those streams. But, like, I'm not really that known. I have, like, 600 subs, and I've, not really got much of a like, YouTube's my biggest platform at the moment. For a decent while, it was Instagram. But I didn't really grow Instagram organically, is the issue. So, you wouldn't willingly click on a MrBeast video. That's fair, I can't slate that. But, what's it called? A MrBeast video becomes more recognizably a MrBeast video because MrBeast's face is in the thumbnail. And who doesn't know Mr. Jimmy Beast? You know? Everybody does. And I don't know, maybe I'm just grasping on the wrong end of the stick on this one. Like, what was it called? Yeah, maybe I'm grasping on the wrong end of the stick on this one, and I'm completely misunderstanding why, like, people click on thumbnails with, like, people's faces in them. And who knows, maybe I should, consider looking at, like, more thumbnails and maybe start putting my face back in. But, again, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if my face is actively what would be drawing people in. Alright. Anyways, you've already clarified this. Quacksire, hello! CahirLIVE the movie, Hunt for the Shiny Dudunsparce. This is less of a movie, more of like a sitcom. More of like a reality TV show. You'll be honest, you think you've only watched one Beast video, which was like the Chocolate Factory. I think I maybe watched a few a while ago. You got to go, fair enough, Aimwise. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh, and best of luck with what's it called? School. But yeah, okay, looping back, because I just kind of was talking about, like, face and thumbnails for a bit. And in fact, you know what, first things first, I'm going to ask if anybody has any opinions on my thumbnails. Because I've been kind of vibing along with the same thumbnail style for a while. And I don't know, I'm a big fan of it and the Jumble font. Like, that's, like, the font I've been using, is, like, Jumble. I'm a big enjoyer of that font specifically. But how hard is it to find triple segment shiny Dudunsparce? It's 1 in 100 for a triple segment Dudunsparce. And odds right now are about 1 in 512. Never mind, understandable, welcome back. Yeah, odds right now are about 1 in 512. I don't know if that directly translates to 5,000... No. 51,200. Like, I don't know if that means that those are the odds or what, but they're not good. But the counter on screen is, what's it called? I mean, you watch me and another VTuber, oh. Is that one of, like, the bigger ones, or are you just a small streamer connoisseur? But yeah, Rob was asking me why I was a VTuber instead of, like, a regular streamer. And I don't know, I just thought it was cool, you know? Like, we're at the point where you can present yourself online in, like, whatever way you want. You know? And yeah, I've just always thought it was, like, such a cool thing that people could be VTubers. Like, I mean, yeah, no, like, I just think it's a cool thing. And yeah, it also does help with privacy as well. It means that I, like, have, almost, like, mask that I can separate myself from, like, the internet with. And, like, sure, there'll probably come a day when that kind of mask is gone, but especially in the current days of the internet, it's nice to have that wall between yourself and online. Do whatever makes you feel chill, exactly. Not going to mention names, but he also does Pokemon content. Oh, now I'm interested. I don't know, like, I was commenting on how, like, not much of my community seems to be very, like, VTuber community-oriented. But I feel like that's also kind of my fault in just how bad I am at networking. Really need to... Well, no, I don't need to pick up the slack on that one. But I feel like it would benefit me if I did, you know? Because, like, that's easily one of the better ways to, like, grow as a creator, is, you know, making friends with other creators. So I think it's been almost a year since you put your face on your thumbnails. And I think, I kind of think those had more personality. But again, I think most YouTubers seem to stick their face on it to display how crazy that video is. That's fair. That's a fair point. Maybe I'll dabble in it, to be fair. Like, I don't know, my issue was when I was constructing those thumbnails, is I always felt like it's kind of like a choice between my face and text. And I feel like text is useful in thumbnails because it helps draw people in. Because they see the text, they see what's being said, and they're like, oh, you know? But, I don't know, maybe I need to look more at, like, popular thumbnails these days. I know, like, most popular Pokemon community thumbnails are, like, custom art. I don't have the bank account for that, unfortunately. Nor the skill. Can't do them myself, can't pay someone to do them. Yeah, maybe I'll dabble again. Yeah, you barely watch any other VTubers, to be fair. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like... I just find it interesting. Like, I'm not slating anybody for their taste in content creator. I just find it amusing how detached my community is from the VTuber community at large. And again, like... what's it called? I don't really advertise myself much as a VTuber these days. People still find my streams because I got VTuber in the title. But overall, like, it's not really, like... I guess something I've been that interested to put as a selling point. But who knows? Maybe I could lean into it more. You're not sure if there's a right and a wrong way to do it personally. I think if you're trying to stand out, yeah, you need something like personalized art. But perhaps there's another way to do it. I mean, yeah, but I feel like the question is how much of a standout is that these days? Because I feel like most PokeTubers, what's it called? Use art in their thumbnails these days. But again, that's not really like a universally available thing to do. I'll definitely think about it. Find your streams from recommended? Ah, interesting. I mean, yeah, that's another thing I wonder about, is like if people actively are searching out streams to find my streams, or if it's just recommended that brings people across. Oh, okay. Because I know how some people ended up finding my streams. like, Kite found my streams because we're friends in real life. Rob found me through Finicky. I don't know how Rob found her, to be fair, though. But yeah, that's like one of the weird things, is like, in general, you don't really know where most of your community comes from. People don't tend to announce exactly how they found your streams these days. We had one of those YouTube pills, asked how you'd rate my video. And stuck it on max rating. Oh, thank you. Alright. Whenever you're bored, you search up Tears of the Kingdom with live filter to help them beat it. Oh, that's fair. Drew, hello, how goes it? I hope your week's gotten off to a good start. Yeah, no, I was just, talking about how disconnected my community is at large from the VTuber community. And also thumbnails. And the benefits of putting faces in them and whatnot for attracting people. Well, we're doing our Triple Dudunsparce hunt, of course. But, I'm guessing you saw where I was and pretty quickly put 2 and 2 together on what the stream was. Also from the thumbnail, ironically enough, now I think about it. Do I know Genesis? No, I do not. Are they also a Pokemon streamer? The issue is people streaming at the same time as me is grand and all, but it means they're not really people I stand to hold a good... Well, kind of on, like, the topic of before when I was mentioning, like, networking and such. You can't really network with people who stream at the same time as you. Makes it difficult. And you just get a ton of Genshin recommended videos. Finn just happened to be one when you were bored at one night. Thought she needed a bit of help, so stayed, I guess. Oh, that's fair. I remember one of your first comments was helping her get a chest. Because I was waiting for the penny to drop of you just being like, aha, you fool! There's no chest there. And then that wasn't the case. I don't know, that's like the other thing. I'm really untrustful of new viewers when, like, they ask me to do shit. Like, if someone comes into stream and, like, their first comment is, hey, you should do this, I'm immediately trying to figure out how they're trying to get me cancelled. But yeah. Alright. Mr. Beast thumbnail Google extension. Oh yeah, I've seen that around. I just find it funny when people post, like, regular images of, like, a thing pointing out a YouTube video, and they're like, ignore the Mr. Beast thumbnail extension. Do I have a face reveal? No. I'm a VTuber. My face will not be revealed. Why would I do that? Alright. Oh yeah, remember that was just usually a really overlooked one, and she was just happening to be hunting Primos, so you're just like, yeah, maybe that one off the top of your head. Oh yeah, that's fair. I remember it was like down a waterfall or something. Right. Not asking for a face reveal. People asking for a face reveal is genuinely also one of the most annoying things people can do. Like, what's it called? So many times has someone come into stream, stay for 5 minutes, and they're like, when are you doing a face reveal, by the way? Face reveal 1,000 subs? You should face reveal. And it's like, dude, no. If I wanted my face to be out on the internet publicly, I wouldn't be a VTuber. Like, I value, you know, the privacy that being a VTuber manages to give me. It also means I don't have to, like, upkeep my appearance every stream, which is nice. That wasn't something I, like, initially considered when becoming a VTuber. I just, like, properly realized it later on that, like, shit, like, unlike certain other YouTubers, I don't have to worry about accidentally flashing all my viewers. I stream with pants on to begin with, but, like, that's not anywhere on the table for me. As long as I've not just jinxed it. I'm gonna get into, like, a wacky series of events now. Like a fucking... what's it called machine? You know, like the marble ones? It's literally on the tip of my tongue. It's like a name machine. Where, like, a bunch of weird, seemingly unconnected things all work together to make an end goal happen. Like making a cake or a pizza, or turning on someone's alarm, or turning off someone's alarm. You know the ones I mean, I hope. I don't know, I'm good at saying, oh, you know what I mean, but in reality, I probably just said an incoherent string of words. An innate talent of mine. Shit. Right. I kind of get it, but I also don't remember. Yeah, no, I hope I can just communicate my clown thoughts and not actually have to enunciate anything. Forget when you first joined my stream, we figured it was like Legends of the Arena or something, right? Alright. Oh. Do you mind? Oh, there he goes. Alright. Sorry, so think about thumbnails. It's weird, because thumbnails are fundamentally something that you don't have to worry about on Twitch. Gerudo Town. Thank you, Shazam. Interesting that you only work with Zelda Breath of the Wild music. I guess all the rest of the music isn't on your system yet. His first stream of mine was Legends of the Arena. Yeah. Or do you also remember when AMYs joined? Because you were also Legends, right, Brugger? But, what was it called? I was gonna say something. Smart, but I've forgotten what smart thing I was gonna say. Was it about thumbnails? Oh yeah, thumbnails are weird, because, like, Twitch, they're entirely, like, absent on Twitch, you know? Like, a stream thumbnail is literally just your overlay. So, if you want to attract people to your stream, a good overlay can generally help with that. Like, obviously overlays, I'd still say, are pretty important on YouTube as well. Because you need to be able to, like... An overlay's then the first impression, you know? Like, the first impression anyone has on my stream is this overlay. But, what's it called? On Twitch, that's the only thing you kind of have between you and someone wanting to join your stream. But on YouTube, you, like, have this whole ass... basically movie poster. To, like, kind of say, hey, to people, you wanna watch this? Obviously, I'd say YouTube still has the additional battle of, convincing people to watch a live stream instead of, like, a 20-minute video, though. Like, I wonder if... Want to break from the ads? Yeah, exactly. That's the benefit to watching... Well, it's not really the benefit to watching YouTube streams over Twitch streams, actually, because YouTube's not that much better with ads. But generally, you can skip them on YouTube. On Twitch, they're mandatory. TikTok recently has been showing me ads when I click on the app, honestly. Like, I click on, like, TikTok to post a video, and it, like, gives me a whole bloody, like, advertisement before it shows me anything else. You're getting Clash of Clans ads for YouTube. Okay, let me just clarify the order you mean here. Do you mean you're getting Clash of Clans ads on YouTube, or do you mean you're getting YouTube ads on Clash of Clans? Clash of Clans ads, okay. Makes sense. I feel like I got a couple. You've been getting bombarded with Mario Ace Ball ads? Oh. Hasn't that game been out for a while? Or am I thinking of something else? There's an event in Taco Bell in Poland. Oh. Oh, Taco Bell ads. Okay. I don't know why, I just thought you meant, like, that football one. You've been getting a lot of Honkai ones. I mean, the Paradise is unreachable, unreachable, for you. Save for him, my place. I'm glad I've not been getting Honkai ones. I've been seeing a lot of Honkai stuff on Instagram. But that's because I've been looking at Genshin stuff on Instagram, and I'm guessing the Venn diagram of Honkai players to Genshin players is, like, a big overlap. Because, like, obviously, people playing Genshin will know what Honkai is. Oh, yeah! There's, like, that new... I think it's from a different developer. No, I'm certain it's from a different developer. But there's, like, that other new game that's coming out soon. It seems to be, like, an action RPG type thing. But it seems to have been very inspired by, like, Spider-Verse mechanics. Not Spider-Verse. Spider-Man. Spider-Man PS4 mechanics. Like, web-slinging, running along the sides of buildings and stuff. Which is interesting. I don't know, it's kind of got me interested, but I've heard that apparently the ping's pretty bad on that company's games. So I might wait for a bit to see how, like, the reviews roll in for it. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure I'm ready for another gacha game either. But, which one you've not seen it? I'm not sure what it's called, actually. I just know a bunch of people are claiming it as a Spider-Man ripoff. Which it kind of is. Like... It's just I'm aware that... Wait, no, I'm gonna finish this. Yeah, we've got 30 seconds left on this, so I'll finish this, then I'll look it up. Genshin, like, was more or less made to be, like, a clone of... Well, not a clone of Breath of the Wild, but, like, inspired by... A clone of Breath of the Wild, let's be blunt. But honestly, I don't Like, I see why these games are kind of problematic, but by the same token, I think it's nice to have, like, similar games pop out. But yeah, I think it's nice to have, like, games with those kind of similarities in them, just because it means if you like one, you're probably going to be interested in the other. I mean, Spider-Man 2 is coming out soon. I guess 2 days, 2 days before your birthday, or hell yeah, you're gonna be picking that up at all? I don't have a PlayStation 5 myself, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think there were any shinies this round. Yeah, looks like nope. Alright, what's this game called? Project Mugen. Which is like Japanese for infinity, right? Yeah, we'll be doing that. Do love you some Venom. People have been freaking out because, like, in a recent, like, trailer, they said that you could play as Venom in it. And people are wondering if that means they've just, like, called the symbiote Venom. Or if you're gonna be able to play as Venom. Which I find funny. I'm sure it's the former. I hate to say it. But I doubt it'll be straight up Venom gameplay. Alright. It's because the tower wasn't good enough last time. I need to make a better tower to get more shinies. That's the truth of the matter. I gotta make as good of a tower as possible. Almost! This one is very almost tower-like. Well, you may have heard of that. Yeah, not sure on that one. The devs know a lot. To know that Venom is the combo of Eddie and the symbiote. Yeah, but I don't think the advertisement was from them specifically. I think it was from, like, GameStop or something. Maybe GameSpot? I know, it was game something. Game other word ended with P, began with S. With 4 letters. It was one or the other. And that makes me GameStop. I mean, yeah, it was either GameStop or GameSpot. I don't know which one it was. Oh yeah. Oh, then yeah, they probably fucked it. Yeah, no. That's what I'd expect, but people were being like, ooh. But yeah, again, I guess it's not gonna be Venom playable. Although it would be interesting if it was. Right. Although with Miles being in that universe, it would be an interesting take if Peter ended up being the final boss of the game. With you playing as, like, Miles to take down Peter. Like, I think that would be, like, a novel way of ending it by having Peter be Venom. They shut down GameStop in the city you live close to. That's fair. In the UK... Wait. What the hell? Sure, why not? Okay. Making up for lost time, apparently. That's wild. I mean, yeah, I think I've seen, like, one GameStop. I don't know where it was, though. I do not know where the GameStop was. I just know I've seen a GameStop once. Clip for short? Probably not. We've seen a billion of these things. Well, actually, we've seen 65, but you know what I mean. How was it called? Games in my area have been shutting down more though recently. In fact, not even shutting down, just moving into like Sports Direct. Like there have been a few I've seen that have like been starting to like move into Sports Direct, which is whack. It did used to exist here briefly. I don't think it took off. I think it's still around online. Fair. Let's go to Smith's for Tears of the Kingdom. I think that's where I got Breath of the Wild from, to be fair, and my Switch. Or was that Toys R Us? I think Toys R Us was still around then. It might have been Toys. Not sure. Yeah, Sports Direct bought it. They went into administration. Oh, fair. Interesting. So I guess that makes sense why it's becoming part of it. It's just funny, though, because it's like, this is a sports store. Inside, you can find video games. I swear most things are starting to become Sports Direct. Are they? I just know game is. Gonna start putting schools in Sports Direct soon. But yeah, I don't know. They just seem very, like, opposite ends of, like, the vibe, you know? Like, one of them is like, yeah, this one's for sports gear. Although, to be fair, I got, like, a lot of school stuff from Sports Direct. That was, like, a decent period of time where, like, Sports Direct was more or less where I got my shoes from. I don't know where I don't know. I like, have one pair of shoes active at a time. I don't know if that's, like, normal for people my age, but I have, like, one pair of shoes. And then once that pair of shoes starts to wear out, I then start with another pair. I buy a new pair of shoes and just ditch the old pair of shoes. Because they're falling apart. Like, technically I have two pairs. One pair is my old school shoes, keeping in mind that I finished secondary school in 2017? Yeah, 2017. That's what you do, same with aim-wise. Cool, I guess I'm not alone on that front. I just wasn't sure, because I know, like, shoes are just in general, like, a big fashion statement, you know? Like, people always stereotype women as, like, caring a lot about shoes. But, like, that's not, like, there are a lot of guys very into their shoes as well. There was another case that around 10 years ago, and the game shut down a load of stores. We'd like to believe you single-handedly kept open the small one town you used to live. Yeah, no, I remember that. Like, a bunch of games in my area that I used to go to just shut. Which was a shame. Yeah, I recall that happening. I was devastated when we went into town one day and the game was shut, and I couldn't stare at games I wasn't gonna get. I couldn't stare for 15 minutes at games that I wasn't gonna be able to buy anyway. You have a backpack that you've had since, like, 2017? Yeah, but that's like a backpack, you know? You wouldn't expect, like, multiple, like, backpacks. Shoes, on the other hand. I don't give a fuck about what people think about your fashion sense. That's understandable. Yeah. I think you bought, like, 50 games that month, including a super rare PlayStation 1 game, which is a side-scrolling Mortal Kombat. Huh. they can cry about it. If people are crying about your fashion, then I think they have better things to do with their time. In the sense that it would be sad that they were, you know, bothering over your fashion. Ooh. But yeah, no, I've always been like, I've never really had like a single game that I've always gone to for games. Because there have always been like a few in a decent distance of me. I don't know about one of them now though, it might have shut down since I last been there. I'm not aware. We'll have to check. I'm just, like, carefully choosing my words, because I'm worried I'm gonna, like, reveal a location of a game near me. And then you're gonna know that I live near Manchester. Ooh! Just kidding, guys. I live in Manchester. Obviously, by my accent. Right. Like, you have a hoodie you got after going on the fastest ride in Disney that has the Avengers logo on it. People stare at it in town, but you don't care. People stare at you for wearing an Avengers hoodie? I feel like in any given crowd of people, you can probably pick out a few people wearing, like, Avengers merch, man. But yeah, it is a shame to see stores like GameLite closing and stuff, because it's obviously like a consequence of online shopping. Because like at this point, as much as I was saying I don't really have like one regular game that I always go to, like, I go to game if I want a game immediately, you know? If I want a game on release day, I go to game for it. That'll always be like my strat there, because I always remember one time I bought Pokemon Sun online and it came a day late, which devastated me, especially considering Pokemon Sun and Moon came out like a week later in the UK, which meant I had to wait a whole other day after I was already getting spoiled online. Which I was pissed about. But, from then on I decided that I was gonna, like, just get games from Game. Ha. Like, games I, like, properly care about. So I did that with, what was it called? Well, yeah, I've done that with every single Pokemon game since. Because, like, that's the main game franchise I'd want to get on release day like that. The other one that like that I would have considered going to game for was Fire Emblem Three Houses, but in the end I didn't actually get Three Houses on. Well, I got Three Houses on Switch. Mine's is like on the Switch. I downloaded it. Wow, I'm great with words. Yeah, no, I downloaded Three Houses in the end. I think Engage I used my dad's Prime for. Because I had an Amazon gift card. You have to go to Smith's to buy games now. I don't remember much about Smith's. I just remember the one time I went, I saw they had like a whole aisle dedicated to Funko Pop from floor to ceiling. I don't really have much to comment on that. Half an aisle is dedicated to Barbie lore. That's more respectable. I can respect Barbie lore. Funko Pops, no respect. No respect for Funko Pops. Barbie lore? Big respect. they got rid of the Funko Pops from that, I'd buy, like, I don't know what even is in Smiths that I'd be interested in, like, I guess video games. Pokemon cards? Although I tend to go to the other Smiths for Pokemon cards, WH. Love a good pack of Pokemon cards. I haven't got Pokemon cards in ages, actually. I might pick one up sooner rather than later to get some more from the Scarlet Violet expansion, you know? Would love to see it. Alright, I'm gonna take a drink quickly. You don't buy TCG anymore, but you still keep your collection to sell for big bucks when you're older. That's fair. I had a phase 2 years ago. Fuck. Where, I got back into TCG Online and pumped, like, all of my TCG codes that I'd saved over the years into it. And then I started buying Pokemon cards again to, like, get the cards in the game. The issue was, though, most of my cards were from, like, Gen 6. Like, most of my code cards were from the Gen 6 era. So, I couldn't really play, like, current meta online at the time. Alright. You have a Mega Shiny Dual-type Scratchy Gardevoir? Those are a lot of words. I didn't even know they did Dual-type Megas. I find it funny that they brought EX back again. Because, like, obviously, EX was a thing during, like, the Gen 3 TCG. Gen 4, they made it, like, level X. Then, like, the second half of Gen 4, when they went to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they were, like, primes, and then, like, the double cards as well. I think the double cards were the bigger, like, main attractions, honestly. And then in Gen 5, they went by a few sets before they were like, wait a minute. We don't really have, like, a big, powerful card thing for this set. So then they brought EX back, which they then kept through Gen 6 as they did, like, Mega Evolutions, like, Mega EX cards. But then in Gen 7, they made it GX instead. I don't know why they changed it. I don't know why they felt a need to change it, but they made it GX instead. Obviously, Gen 8, they made it V for whatever fucking reason. And now, like, it's Gen 9 and they brought EX back again. Like, why are they so wishy-washy on what they want their, like, star card thing to be? Surely it just makes the game more confusing. Because, like, there are some cards from, like, the Sun and Moon era that are, like, if your opponent's, like, an EX or a GX, but then those cards don't affect, like, V cards. Your cousins ask you why you don't buy cards anymore, and you tell them that. That's fair. I don't know. I might get back into buying cards. Just because it's fun. You know? Do love a good set of Pokemon cards. Alright. I remember once, my cousin posted on Instagram that he'd bought some Pokemon cards, and he was like always going for those shinies, isn't like shiny cards, and he posted one of like the holographic cards that you get in every pack. Like, you know, every pack you get like one of those like cards that like the actual like type bit is holographic on, like the main card itself, that's the holographic part. And like he was boasting about getting one of those. And like it took every bone in my body not to DM him and be like, bro, you get those in every pack. You stopped collecting a little bit after Sword and Shield TCG started? That's fair. I ended up stopping during, like, the Sun and Moon era. You think it's called Reverse Holo? That's it! It is, you're right. Clearly been a while, I'm forgetting the terminology. Yeah, no, yeah. It was a Reverse Holo card, and he was boasting about it, and I was like, dude, it's not. It's not right. But, yeah, no, I stopped collecting during Sun and Moon. Actually, it was probably more likely to be, like, 2015 time that I stopped collecting. Which would have still been during, like, EX cards and Mega Evolutions and stuff. But, and brain. Yeah, no, I started collecting again during like late Sword and Shield era. I got a Cahir XV. You do have the Fat Pika? Hell yeah. No, I've got like some of like the oversized cards. I've got like the oversized Metagross and Diancie, and Groudon as well. They're all displayed in my room. Not displayed well, mind you, but displayed. Maybe I'll try and get like a proper display for them when I eventually move out. Are you good? No! Abysmal. Devastating, even. How much left? 9 minutes. So that'll be, what, like an hour and a half? So after that we'll do about 2 more. Then we'll end off. Alright. You drunk, Aim Wise. He had feather falling, don't worry. I mean, I guess he's got those tiny wings, right? Off he goes. I'm sure that made only some of his bones break. Oh yeah! Last night I got a random itch to watch The Cat Returns. I'd never seen it before. It was a pretty solid film. I liked the Baron. Apparently, like, it was a sequel. I didn't know that. I need to watch the previous one, apparently. Like, it felt like a pretty, like, nicely disconnected film, but I wasn't aware it was a sequel. Like, The Cat Returns as a title feels like it's a sequel, and I was thinking, is this a sequel? But I just kind of figured that it probably wasn't, even though it totally is a sequel. Which I find amusing. But yeah, good film, would recommend. They don't have bones, they just splat. I don't know, these guys look rather bone-filled, you know? with their necks and tails. I'd bet Dunsparce have at least 2 bones in their body. Because, like, unless they got a lot of cartilage in them, how would they dig? Like, unless they're filled with cartilage, I don't think they'd be able to dig. But yeah, they released that new Ghibli film, didn't they? The other day. Not the other day. I think it was earlier this month. But they deliberately didn't advertise it. I think it was the last like Miyazaki directed film, which I'm pretty sure is like his 3rd one of those. But they deliberately didn't advertise it, which is an intriguing prospect to me. Wait, the Paradox Pokemon gonna say their names in the anime? I assume not. I'm guessing they're just gonna make growling noises. Alright. I think the FNAF movie should add Walter. White? Like from Breaking Bad? But yeah, I might check it out all the same, so I guess there's like some merit behind the Mia... What's it called? Walter Hartwell White. Okay, yeah, no. Stick to your day job, Amoys. I don't think writing movies is for you. Maybe fanfiction. You could probably get some good clicks if you made fanfiction. Just not the movies themselves. Alright. But yeah, I just looked back at my like notes and noticed the bug that spider caught the other day. I described it as evil looking, which is true. That bug did look evil. I just find it funny I specified evil looking bug. Evil looking bug. Again, it was a very evil looking bug. I think it was a wasp or something. It looked like it was trying to sting the spider as the spider cocooned it. Like it was kind of digging in its tail at it. Which, not a fan of. But, the spider took it out all the same. So after being, you know, put off spiders for a bit once that one crawled over my arm, I've regained some spider respect. Oh, speaking of spiders, must have unearthed about 50 of the bosses earlier while weeding. Dude, spiders, like... I think people underestimate how much of them are in gardens. Like, I swear I always see spiders scuttling around the edges of my patios. Patios? Why did I say that plural? I have one patio. There are a bunch of spiders on the patio, and, like, they're always scuttling around the edge. Like... It makes sense. Spiders, of course, are going to be in the grass because there's more insects in the grass to catch. But there are a lot of spiders in the grass. And I feel like people underestimate grass spiders. Like, spiders live fucking everywhere, though, don't they? Like, there are, like, spiders that can, like, live in the water. You also always hear about Australia. I don't know if it's, like, mating season or if it's after the babies hatch, when, like, everything gets covered in, like, a thin layer of spider webs. Will not be touching grass, that's fair. Oh, hey, we got a second one. And I can't remember what it was. I think it's cranberries or something. Whichever fruit they grow, and then, like, in like, those things, and then they fill it up with water, which picks it all for them. Like, wolf spiders live on them. So if, like, you go into there, all the wolf spiders will climb up you. As the, nearest thing. Like, as the highest point. They just live everywhere, it's wild. I wonder how spider species compare to ant species in, like, breadth. Because, like, there are so many species of ants. Like, ants are another creature that can just do anything. To the point where, like... Wait, let me just check which way round it is before I lie. But I'm pretty sure... wasps... ants. Okay, I think ants evolved from wasps, actually. Maybe? I don't know. I feel like it's wasps evolved from ants. Point being, a lot of those insects are all related to each other. Like, bees are a type of wasp, I think. It's just they're so much kinder and gentler and more lovely. Unlike wasps, which aren't any of those things. They're so rage-filled and mean. Bees are like the wasps that have gone through a redemption arc. I say things sometimes. But yeah, like... Not a wasp, man. It's just whack to me that, like, a lot of that shit's just related, you know? Still, wasps are little shits. Guess that's the point. Is it? What's the point in wasps being little shits? Hi? Oh, shit! He fucking launched at me. Alright. Hyper drill. And then... Hyper drill. Iron Treads jump scare, indeed. Alright. Let's get... these guys evolved. See if we get any triple segments. Technically, we're going to get a quadruple segment, because there's going to be 2 double segments, you know? Alright. You're really hoping that shiny Fluttermane trick is still doable when you finish Scarlet? Hopefully, yeah, that'd be a shame if it weren't. What's the trick? I can't remember who was talking about it before, but someone else mentioned it in stream a while back. And basically, Fluttermane... No, yeah, if you eat a ghost sandwich during the day, in Area 0, the Fluttermane will try to spawn, but then immediately despawn. But if they're shiny, they won't despawn. Meaning that you can basically force loads more encounters than you'd normally get. And then the shinies will stay. The shinies will stay around. So you can get, like, a few shiny Fluttermane out of it. I mean, yeah, tell me if you get multiple. If it does work, and if you get multiple, because I am willing to strike up a negotiation, a trade deal, perhaps. For mayhaps a shiny Fluttermane. Alex! You wrote 5 more pages for the dumb magical girl thing you're writing? Oh, you've not mentioned that at all before. And now you stop having feelings. I mean, I hope you mean that in a positive, bad feelings way, but, yeah, hello, I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. But yeah, we're shiny hunting the Dunsparce today. It's the Dunsparce shiny hunting. You love to shiny hunt some Dunsparce for the past, like, 3 months. When did it start? May? I think it was May. It's gonna be May. Yo. Fuck, I fucked it. Almost! I saw that almost work for like a second. But it just did not work. Devastating. It stuck for a second. It did. I felt that. I felt that in my bones, but no. You're getting Dragon Ball recommendations, and one of them is Joe Biden in Dragon Ball lore. I mean, he is, right? He's one of the main characters. Calling it now. It's not in the next 5 minutes, but the sandwich. That's actually so true. The sandwich. That's a good point. I mean, technically, it's impossible to be in the next 5 minutes. Because I only check if they're shiny or not at the end of each sandwich. Which would be in half an hour. Bouncy tofu seems legit. I mean, it looks like it'd be bouncy. Don't let me make a bounce. Don't let me make a bouncy castle. It's the most cursed sandwich ever. It kind of is. It's salty, it's sour, and it's full of 3 blocks of raw tofu. 3 whole ass blocks. It will last like 30 seconds, not half an hour. Checkmate, atheist. This sandwich giving me energy for half an hour. It's falling apart as we speak. I think it's less the sandwich lasting for that long, and more the after effects of the sandwich lasting that long. So I guess really it should be longer than half an hour, maybe like a week. Hello? That is 2 sandwiches in a row with instant shinies. What's up with that? That's bizarre. Like the last sandwich, we got like an instant shiny. For this time you got to go, but good luck with the stream. Fair enough, Aimwise. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and best of luck with your haircut and also school. It's the guy, indeed it is. Watch this lad having popped up just to prove Alex wrong. This is going to be the triple segment. Guess we will find out, however, in half an hour. I guess that would be a problem if the pun ended on this sandwich, though, because, like, what am I going to do? One more? I guess I could do one more. Just to push it, but I don't know, I doubt it. I'm not expecting this hunt to end anytime soon. I mean, I was literally just hearing the other day about someone who, what was it called? Spent like 400 encounters trying to get a triple segment Dudunsparce shiny. Apparently you can get one easier if you get like a haste Dunsparce with a specific nature from previous gens. Haste is the nature, I'm an idiot. Yeah, if you get like a Dunsparce with like a hasty nature, you can, it's like always shiny or something. But if it is the triple segment, you'll eat the tofu sandwich whole. Alex, look, don't do that one. That's not, don't do that. You don't have to do that. Please don't do that. I value your health. I dread to think what that sandwich would do to the human body. It is easier for it to be shiny if it has haste and is therefore non-legit. Wait, why does that make it non-legit? I mean, your health is already air, you're still sick. Then it might kill you. And that sounds like an awful way to go. Through the tofu sandwich. The raw tofu sandwich, I must emphasize. Haste is an ability. Hasty is the nature. That is a fair point. I am just stupid. What's it called? Alright. Interesting, may have one. We're not on home, but you'll check on the DS. Oh, best of luck. Hopefully you do. I mean, I guess I could feasibly do that. Maybe I will do something like that later on. Yeah, I think I have a white 2 save file. That I could catch a few Dunsparce on. I could get like a synchronized Pokemon. Catch a few Dunsparce with like that nature. And then I could just have a team of triple segments, and that would be fun. I'd be more willing to like, I want to do this hunt legitimately, to be clear. But I might look into that supposed transferring Dunsparces from previous gens to maybe get a few more. Because I think just running around with, like, a team of them... Okay, we'll get into your room, steal your HDTS, and turn on your heating in August. To be fair, I feel like turning on heating at this time of the year, in England, is probably not all that much of a death sentence. Like, we're in late August, you know? Like, we're almost in September. Hoodie season is arriving. I've been wearing my hoodie on my past few walks. Because it is getting cold. At that point, it's raining here right now. Oh, unlucky. Hate the rain. I put clothes out on the laundry line yesterday, and 5 minutes later it started raining. I don't really have much to say to that. Actually, there's nothing really else to add to that conversation, other because I feel like the pain is self-explanatory for that one, eh? There's not much else, not much else to say. Boing, boing. Wait, did I increment? I think I did. Right. I mean, I guess we can always just pretend I'm scratching off one of the regular Dudunsparces I found. I think that would be like the wackest end is what's it called? Getting like a triple segment shiny. Because I don't even think I've seen a triple segment in the wild. I don't think you can get triple segments in the wild. One day someone can prove me wrong, then fair enough. But I don't think I've seen a triple segment in the wild. If I did get those hasty ones, then that'd finally be like a... You know, let's not think about this immediately, because an excuse to transfer all my Pokemon up should just be me transferring all my Pokemon up at some point, because I need to transfer my Pokemon up. There are so many Pokemon that are just in past games at the moment that I feel like I ought to transfer up. I just kind of should in the grand scheme of things. No, Nintendo will hold them hostage. The Pokemon I'm transferring up? I mean, I'd only transfer the Pokemon up that I can actually keep in the games. Hopefully I can get most of my Pokemon that are currently being held hostage into games. I think... You... Cruel. Don't break out! Ouch. You know, I'm kind of smart for not trying to full swipe any of these guys. It just hit me that we would have over 2 boxes of Dudunsparce at this point if I didn't reset after every one. Like, if I didn't reset after every single Dudunsparce... I used a quick ball, that was kind of on me. If I didn't reset after every single Dudunsparce, I would have 2 boxes full right now. I would also have, like, no hubs, dude. I, like, don't even need to catch this guy. Like, I'm gonna get nothing from catching this guy. But, like, it's about the principle. There we go. You know, it might be lucky that it let me catch it before I threw the Master Ball at it, because I was about to throw my Master Ball at that thing. And if I had, I mean, that would probably guarantee the, what was it called? The next one being, not the next one, the Dunsparce in the box being the triple segment, right? Like, which I guess is something I'd want, but it would also mean I'd wasted my Master Ball. Alright. Cahir, did you know that shiny Dunsparce is a bug that deletes your file if it evolves and has 3 thingies? You should release them. You can trust me, you're not a gremlin. Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure Gremlins don't need punctuation marks. I'll make sure to do that if I get a triple segment one, though. That sounds like a horrible glitch. That'd be really bad if it deleted my file. So I'll make sure to delete it if I get one with 3 segments. Aight. You can't do no harm. You're like cute. You make only mischief, nothing else. Yeah, of course. Well, I guess lying about shinies is kind of a little bit mischief, you know? It's a little bit of trolling. A little bit of tomfoolery is telling your 7-year-old cousin that that weird coloured Zubat will delete their save file if they keep it for too long. And they should release it. They should give it to you to cleanse it and heal it. Because you've got a special copy of the game from Nintendo that is made for curing this glitch specifically. And you should definitely give me the Zubat. And I'll make it normal for you again, don't worry. And then you can use it all you want. Or a prankster, a no-good, or a mischief maker, if you will. Wouldn't it be like a do-badder? Do-badder. I like that, do-badder. Do-bad, 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 do-bad. Trust me, I am a gremlin, and in order to make the 3 segment appear, you must in real life eat the raw tofu sandwich. Horrible. A do-butter! Butter. Scrumptious. Just thinking about eating a whole stick of butter, you know? Just getting a stick of butter. Om nom, you know? Tofu sandwich with butter instead. But that sounds tasty. Like 3 blocks of butter in the sandwich. I feel like an American on TikTok has already made that video, to be fair. I feel like you can find a 3-stick of butter sandwich on TikTok already. Like, have you seen, like, the way they cook steaks? With, like, whole-ass sticks of butter? It's just anything. If they need butter for something, they don't get, like, a knob of butter. They don't get, like, a bit of butter. They just take the whole stick. Have I seen Americans or something? Are you going to try and convince me that Americans aren't real? Is that what comes next? Is that the next bit? Another butter, a bit of butter, is like the Britishest thing I've heard from you. Well, that's just how it is, isn't it? It's another butter. It's just what it is. It's a good term. Because knob is also penis. Another butter, exactly. It's exactly what it is. Moth. Anyway. You've never had a knob before! Did you munch the knob exactly? Thanks for explaining the penis joke. It wasn't English enough to understand. I apologize. I just like explaining jokes, even when it's unneeded. I just enjoy it as a punchline. I like that one guy on Reddit who's like Peter Griffin, and he just explains jokes. Love that guy. It's a shame he only comes back on like 1 day a year these days. On the few subreddits that haven't banned him. He's just like a fucking celebrity, popping up once a year to explain all the jokes. And then he goes. I miss him. Peter, but British and penis and knobber. You've just strung words together. Congratulations. You did it. you took words and strung them together. Who is British Peter Griffin? That's a thought. I feel like there's gotta be like someone who some like person in British pop culture who you could equate to Peter Griffin. I'm just not sure who it is yet. I feel like most British TV personalities, like animated TV personalities, are a lot more wholesome. But then again, what British adult animated comedies are there? Are there any? Are there any British adult animated comedies? I'm not sure. I think it'd be that one alt-right Scottish reporter that used to be on the BBC that opened their own channel. Oh no. British adult animated comedies. You mean The Office? That is very much not animated. Unfortunately, it's not just Ricky Gervais's voice you have to hear in that one. You have to look at him as well. Horrifying. That's why the American Office is more remembered. Watership down? I probably shouldn't pause the game. I should just look. Is this an anime? Is this an adult? Or are you referring to a character? Oh, maybe it is. Never mind. I'm just a fool. I'm guessing that's that. I just went through like the experience of many parents thinking that that was a suitable movie for children, perhaps. But yeah, a bit before my time, it seems. But is that the really sad one? I don't know. I've not seen it. Maybe it's not before my time. I think the pinnacle of British comedy is Bones in the Ocean, and it's a sea shanty about a man wanting to drown himself. Oh no. I can imagine that being a British-made sea shanty, though. That sounds on brand. You don't know what you're thinking of. That's also fair. I hate to break it to you, I don't think I do either. But yeah, I can't really think of any. Yeah, it's like these animals escaping from deforestation. All of them dying on the way. But if you've seen it, you know it's the antithesis of a comedy. Oh, okay, fair enough. You were not suggesting it seriously. But yeah, I genuinely can't think of any adult animated British comedy shows. Which is a shame, because you know if there was one, it would probably be like up there in comedy. Just because of what all the American ones are like. Yeah, more ironically, oh no, don't apologize. Your joke would have been appreciated in the right target audience, I'm sure. You should be sleeping, but you need to know if your motherfucking Dunsparce is 3 knobs or 2. We have how long to we have 6 minutes left, and then I'll evolve the one I've got. Then we'll... It's like a loot box. It's like rolling for a 5-star in Genshin Impact. But instead of a character with like actually beneficial gameplay for a team of yours, it's a Dunsparce I'm never going to use again. I find it funny, because people are always like, you have more chance of being struck by a meteorite than winning the lottery. But, like, one person in human history is... No, okay. One person in recorded human history has died to a meteorite. So surely that's not true. So surely that is just not a correct piece of statistics. To be honest, I don't know if there are British animated shows around. But, like, I'm sure if they are, they're as fun as British rappers. I mean, Wallace and Gromit's kind of animated, isn't it? Like... It's claymation instead of CGI, but... And then... I feel like I should be able to name more examples, but I cannot. Bob the Builder. Maybe unrecorded history was a meteorite genocide, and that's why it's not recorded. Maybe. I feel like there might be a few more likely options. You could also argue that it is recorded history and it's skewing the numbers. You could argue the meteorite genocide was, you know, recorded, and that's why the chances are so high. Postman Pat used to make you so damn angry you hated his cat so much. No! My boy did nothing wrong. There's a lot of children's animated stuff, but adult very hard. I mean, that's just the issue with the genre in general. Well, not genre, with animation in general, isn't it, really? It's not really treated seriously as, like, a medium for adults. It's just associated with children. Even though as a medium it has, I'd say, has has proved itself more than enough that it can be for adults as well. Japan seems to be on that. America seems to be aware of it. Shame they can't make anything good. Well, no, they can. There's good American animated adult TV shows. It's just there aren't many of them. Like, most of them are shoddy Family Guy ripoffs. The rest of them are shoddy Rick and Morty ripoffs. And then there's Smiling Friends. Which is really fucking good. I hope it gets another season. Smiling Friends was genuinely one of the funniest shows. Also, if it's the next, it'll be the 69th, so you'll in fact eat trash if it's a 3-knobber. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Even if it is. I feel like that might be a little bit worse for you than the tofu sandwich. There are. They aren't recent Those. I was like trying to avoid the Dunsparce while reading that. Since US stuff is very much stuff. Yeah. There are some recent ones though, there just aren't good recent ones. Like I feel like Netflix comes out with a new one every year. It flops, and then they cancel it. We had trash already. You're so sure it'll be the next one. You're sorry, don't be angry. You'll eat trash again. No! I appreciate your confidence. But unfortunately, the will of the fates does not care about the funny sex number. "2D TV fits the criteria. We don't think it works out. It's from 2003, 2 to 3. Fair. Netflix comes out with a new one every year. It flops and they make season 2. That's actually true. That's a good point. Can't believe they'll call it the nuclear family for other reasons by the time I'm done. That made me laugh too much. For my own joke. Whoa. I feel like that's not the worst thing I've said. In the grand scheme of things I have said, I think that probably ranks low. Right. Stream crashed for you when you said it obviously too explicit. The stream also crashed for me, I think. I'm now looking at stream. Yeah, no, that thing did crash. Stream, you see, it looked like stream crashed on your guys' ends, because stream did in fact crash. On my end also. The worst thing you've said was, knob of butter is a bit of butter. Everyone from England says that, though, so I feel like that doesn't count. Nobody heard the funniest joke. Wait, did you guys not hear it at all? Oh wait, no, then I won't be able to clip it if you guys didn't hear it. That's devastating. It wasn't even explicit. No clips for me are devastating. I'll just say it again. Because what I said was, it'll be called the nuclear family for other reasons once I'm done. We didn't crash that time. Alright, it wasn't triple segment. It was single segment. Right. Phew, you don't have to eat trash again. I mean, it wasn't the 69th shiny anyway, so... That's still coming. Maybe. It might come today, it might come in 2 weeks. Although it might not. When does the DLC release? In 2 weeks' time, it will be the 11th, which is before the DLC releases, okay. Alright. Picnic. Can we get the tower on the final one of the day? Is it tower time? Well, if it's the 69th message you on Discord and you'll eat trash, you see, then I won't. I'll tell you it was the 70th. Got to go, yeah, but got to go, fair enough. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. Those are the words I'm trying to say. Or I guess, great sleep. In seeing as I don't think the rest of your day has much longer left in it. Bonk. 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 Interesting. Well, it did disappear. It didn't disappear, that's true. It's still there. Slide witch, indeed. The tower, the tofu tower, is still standing. There is still a tofu tower on this one. It's just the bread. The bread's doing... music? The bread's doing something. But yeah, there will be... There won't be. Yeah, there will be one more Dunsparce hunt before the DLC. But I'll probably do a few different hunts after the DLC releases. To, you know... play different things. Not play different things. Get some DLC shinies. Of Pokemon that have been reintroduced and Pokemon that are maybe new. Mayhaps. Couple of new lads would be cool. I wonder if we'll get a sudden addition of a weird other legendary Pokemon that we don't understand and then it's a mythical. I think it'd be funny to see a new mythical in the code, because I feel like, what was it called? I feel like a lot of people wouldn't expect it to be a mythical this time around. I feel like there'd be rumours at, like, other inclusions of what it might be. Just because it's been... The last mythical we got was Zarude. Which was, you know, like 3 years ago. So I think it'd be funny to get a new mythical introduced in the DLC that will be, like, distributed later. Daddy Monkey, indeed. That was the last mythical. I don't know, like, bluntly put, the DLC feels like mythical's better done. It feels like that's what the DLC is kind of meant to be. Is DLC Pokemon are replacing mythicals. Which, I guess, is one arguably sketchy way of getting Pokemon substituted for another. In the sense that now, instead of getting mythicals from, like, events that are limited time, you're getting them by paying another 60 quid. Although these ones are easier to trade for because they're renewable. Mythicals you could only get, like, a limited amount of. I wonder, what mythical do you guys hope we get for free in the DLC? Wait, how much is the DLC? It's like 30 quid, right? That's the wrong button, does it say? No, well, I'm not clicking on that. 25 on shop 2. Ah, fair, okay. I don't trust that that's not going to reveal my credit card information. And I don't want to accidentally reveal my credit card information on stream, for obvious reasons. You would like to see it. You see, the obvious reason has made itself more obvious. More expensive on eShop. Wait, why is it cheaper on shop too? How do you get it cheaper somewhere? Does it send you like the card or something? Is this where you get all your bargains from? Have you name dropped your bargain place? Or no, you check on eBay, right? Right. I wonder if we'll actually get a shiny this time around. On this final one. Is that a cat noise or is that something else? There was a party on my roads today. I don't know whose party it was. But... oh, I think it was the cat. Hello, cat. But it was over by 7. Which is weird. Especially for this area. I feel like most parties in this area go on till like 3 AM, you know? Like, I don't think I've seen a party go on... be shorter in this area in my whole time of living here. Which, may I emphasize, is almost like 15 years. Shop 2 is where you usually buy new releases, as they're like 10 quid cheaper usually. Ah, fair, but you'll get a download code when you buy from there. Interesting. Maybe I will do that, because... money. Having that's nice. Your uncle's birthday was today. Maybe we're neighbors. Has your uncle had a child since has your uncle had his first child since 2020? That's the question. Because the people who have hosted the party seem to have. No, you definitely live several hours away. Oh, okay, interesting. You see, this implies you seem to know my location. I mean, I don't think I've ever mentioned that I'm from Birmingham before. You see, if I keep making those jokes... okay, step back a bit. As in, step back a bit from accusing you of knowing where I am? Or step back a bit because if I see the full picture, will you be in it? Felix doesn't watch my streams on YouTube. Felix watches my streams from in my walls. No, because you're going there in literally hours. As in Birmingham? Or to your uncle's? Conversations with me are fun, because I fail to comprehend what's going on. Sent you a screenshot, as it's probably where you'll buy it from too. Interesting and noted. It just gives you the code, right? I don't have to worry about it arriving or anything, right? Because that might be a good bet, honestly. Hi there. Goodbye. Anyway, you don't know where I live. You're pretty sure we're not close. That's fair. You see, that's the fun thing about England, is you can generally tell how close you are to someone by their accent. Like, Americans like to stereotype British accents. But, like, if you drive more than an hour in any given direction, the dialect more or less entirely changes. And Birmingham is a big city, so it's not weird that you mentioned it. Also, I'm not from Birmingham. Oh wait, I think I get what's going on. You're basically making an account with them. You are going there tomorrow. Okay, yeah, no, don't worry. This is just... This is just, again, the part where I failed to comprehend what's going on. But don't worry. I've been faking my ignorance, and the Elite Hit Squad has already been called. I use, what's it, buyahitman.com? What's the one? I act like anyone else knows what this is, even though I'm probably the only one who watched a video on that recently. Yeah, basically, you make an account with them, and in your account settings, you'll have your download codes, and you get an email with it too. Hell yeah. OMG Twin, you have that site bookmarked? Why do you have that site bookmarked? Do you just file a hit on them whenever you're, like, angry at someone? Knowing that it won't go through, but it just kind of helps. You know? Kind of like putting a picture of them on a punching bag and stabbing it. But like a modern equivalent. Okay, bye Cat. She has hydrated herself and she's leaving. Without a word. To be fair, she's probably not chuffed with me, because I grabbed her before she went out the cat flap to do her medication today, and I don't think she likes that. I mean, I don't think most cats do like that. It's not really a good time to do medication, to be fair. You two should stay hydrated. That is very accurate, actually. You guys should also stay hydrated. Honestly, I was about to, but I was going to finish what I was saying. But now I've forgotten what I was saying, so it's fine. I can just hydrate myself. Right. I wonder if that might be where I got the Windows 10 code from. Maybe? It's like a chance. Maybe not, actually. Never mind. Probably somewhere else. I don't know, I remember I got a Windows 10 code. You forced medication on your cat and was not happy. I mean, yeah, in general, but like trapping them when they're trying to do something generally isn't the best of strategies. Like, generally, you do kind of want an animal to be like, okay, this is my safe space. And if, like, being prevented from going outside to have this kind of thing done to them, that's not going to be, like, good for them and how much they like you, you know? Even if cats can only hold grudges for 17 hours. I think that's it. Yeah, they get hungry. Dude. The medication Missy's been on has made her so hungry, it's crazy. Like, she'll mop up a bowl in no time at all. She's been licking the floor at points when, like, there's food in her bowl. She's so hungry that she doesn't even want to eat what's in her bowl and instead just lick the floor. Like, she's always been a scrounger, you know? She's always been a scavenger. She'll always try to, like, eat crumbs off my carpet if you give her the chance. But, like, she's turned it up to 100 now. I think I've mentioned it before, in that she, like, she's not done it in a while, to be fair. But, like, it was very common, like, last week, more or less, for her to just hover around me while I was trying to eat and steal food. And, like, she never actually did steal any food from me, but I feel like if I let her, she would have. But she's not done that in a bit, to be fair. She's laid off. I wonder if it's because she knows that I'm not going to let her have any of it now. Which I guess would make her smarter than most dogs, which spend their whole lives begging for food even though they never get any. But I guess that's the difference between cats and dogs. Cats are more realist. Like, Missy wasn't necessarily begging for the food from me. She was trying to take it from me. Dogs don't try to take the food, they just wait. Really nervous about going away. Your god has gotten better without you. Has gotten better with you, and you wonder if going away and her staying with her older parental figure may reset that. I mean, hopefully not. Yeah, no, hopefully it won't fall that way. I mean, if at day's end they've grown to respect you in that way, like, always around, then it might not necessarily reset as much as, like, her go from one to the other again. But I don't really know how dogs work, so you might have more wisdom on this topic. Not had a dog in years. Had a childhood dog, but not a dog in adulthood when I would have actually cared for it, or done more to care for it. In her eyes, Kim's ex is still her dad, but just someone who gives her cuddles. Ah, fair. That's fair. I wonder if that is, like, how accurate that is as, like, an interpretation. Because obviously, like, us as people, we tend to instill our own emotions onto dogs. She doesn't really do what you tell her. Ah, fair. But yeah, people always act as if, like, oh yeah, this dog sees this person as their parental figure. I wonder, like, how accurate that is, or if they, like, see humans in another way. Yo, we got what? No, not you. No, not you! Stop, stop, stop! Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away! Do not want you, do not want you, fuck off. Scarlet and Violet, stop being so slow! I swear. That was close. Just because I had so many menus. Your rabbit definitely knows who you are. I mean, yeah, like, they know who you are, definitely. But, like, do they consider you a parental figure in that way? Or do they, like, understand? He was about to jump. He fucking was, wasn't he? Mission Impossible, where the mission is stop the Dunsparce from, taking its own life. I'm lucky shinies don't, like, disappear and they will just run away from you in that way. Because if it burrowed, it would be gone. If shinies burrowed in the same way like the regular ones do. Because, like, look. If that had happened, I wouldn't have caught it. But they don't do that. Thankfully. Alright, we got one at least. So we got one to test, and that's 69... that's 60... The funny, guys, that's the funny sex number. Isn't that hilarious? Wouldn't it be funny if people keep on posting this number over and over and over again? Just like all the time? I think that'd be hilarious. I don't think that joke would be run into the ground really quick at all. It's actually speech marks. Oh, that's true, actually. I mean, Thea is very nervous around people, but she trusts you enough to pick her up and stuff. Which hardly anyone can do, so that's something. Oh yeah, no, that's very much something. But again, not on the parental figure point. Just shows that she trusts you a lot, which is still an achievement. But I do wonder if dogs consider people in that way. Right. Dude. In a few weeks, I'm going to be so wise. So I think my wisdom teeth are growing in. Like, I kept biting my left cheek a couple days ago. And now my right cheek has also joined the trend of being bitten all the time. And I think that's because my wisdom teeth are growing in. I'm not certain on it, but I'm like 90% sure. I think my wisdom teeth are coming in. Either that or you'll be in a lot of pain. Well, hopefully not that one. No, the, last time I saw the dentist, which was maybe a bit too long ago, they did tell me that, my wisdom teeth should be fine growing in. So as long as that's not changed. Sounds irritating. Yeah, no, it kind of is. You know, those weird, like, mouth ulcers? Like, that's appeared on both sides of my mouth over the past couple of days, which is... blah. You grew in, pretty well, so of course you grief. Oh, no. Now that you think about it, it has been a good few years. Yeah, no, I haven't seen one since, I'm definitely going to the dentist regularly, as you should as well. No, yeah, before COVID, bluntly put. I need to see the dentist again. It's just not something that's come around. Alright. You know that Bellsprout gets more attention because he's the 69th Pokemon in the Dex? But no one gives anything to Cherubi being the 420th. I think it's interesting that Vivillon is the 666th Pokemon. And I think that says a lot about Spewpart as well. You're counting orthodontist too. Ah, fair. I'm not, because I saw the dentist after I had my braces out. Yeah. Although I probably should have worn my retainer more after braces. Who knows, maybe I'll have to have them in adulthood at some point. They're not that bad, to be fair, but they're not great. Relatable. It's easy to just get into the habit of not putting them in. And after you get into that habit, it just goes out the window quickly. And, like... I think I managed to keep it going for like a year or two, to be fair. Like, to give myself some credit, I think it was like a solid couple of years of leaving my retainer in every night that I got through. Issue is, after you leave them for a bit too long, they get very icky. Because they're in your mouth all the time. We didn't smash up your teeth. My teeth like you did. How did you do that? Why did you smash up your teeth? That doesn't sound like a good decision. Right. I remember my first, like, exposure to that Quackity guy, who's got like this new big server that's doing well at the moment. I think Iron Mouse got invited to it recently, so like that's... And Jaden Animations is on it. But my first experience with him, he had his retainer in, so he sounded very different. Fell down some stairs and bit the pavement. Ah, yeah, that'll do it. That does not sound fun at all. Hopefully they are doing better now, though. Ouch. They look normal after reconstructions, but don't recommend it. That's fair. I can imagine why you might be giving that kind of review. Does not sound comfortable. Alright. Alright. How much longer? 5 minutes. 5 minute speed round. Can we get a Dunsparce in 5 minutes? Another shiny? The issue is like, shinies don't spawn, like, immediately, you know? Well, not shinies. The Pokemon don't spawn immediately. You have to, like, wait a bit to, like, get some, like, spawns in. You can't just, like, run over here, get all the spawns you'd want, and then run over there. You have to run over here, wait for a bit, that guy's in the wall. And then, yeah. I guess it means that it's not as exploitable of a system, but... kind of irritating all the same. That's why I think, like, this just regular movement kind of beat is the best. Because, like, ones will spawn in, like, your vicinity. Continue to spawn in your vicinity, and yeah. But I ain't done no calculations, so I can't guarantee that. Although, I know there are some areas in Area 0 Boom Boom where you can stay where, like, a bunch of Pokemon will spawn on, like a rock or something. And you can, like, go back and forth to force a bunch of spawns, but... not all that aware of how to do that. Nor where that is. Also, I don't know, I'd rather not do that. I would prefer, like, circling this area infinitely. I wonder if I should have 2 long hunts going on at once, to be fair. Because it's funny, because, like, I've got this one, which is going to take a while. And I've got the Minccino one, which is, like, full odds in black and white. Like, I've very much taken on 2 longer hunts, which means I don't really get many shiny clips out of it. Like, I do like a good longer hunt, but I wonder if I should maybe do a few hunts that will be shorter, and then a few hunts that will be longer, you know? Wish they brought back the sound effect. That's fair. I hope they do in the next game. But honestly, I hope they make the odds back to 8,000 in the next game as well. Because shinies are really common in this game, and I feel like at least doubling the odds would, you know, help make them rarer again. I don't think it works with them being this common. Because they're meant to be like a rare thing, you know? They're meant to be like an, oh, I got a shiny, not a, oh, I got a shiny, you know? Like, I get that I'm actively seeking them out, I'm actively hunting for them, but even in, like, Gen, like, 6 and 7 and shit, it was exciting when you find a shiny. When you find the shiny you want, that's so hype. But, like, you've been seeing my reaction to these Dunsparce. It's been like, oh, okay. You know? And, like, I've been excited over shinies. Like, if it's a longer hunt, I get excited over it, but that's just... there's none of that joy from Scarlet and Violet hunting. You still only have, like, 3 in this game. You don't know if you're unlucky or just never notice them. I mean, yeah, but do you play it, like... What's it called? Let me rephrase that. 3 is still a... So it's been a year since the game's released. How many did you get in that time in, like, Sword and Shield or Sun and Moon? Did you have 3? Because even if you don't have, like, boxes full compared to, like, other people, 3 is still a lot for, like, a casual player who isn't shiny hunting. You only had 2 in Sword, and those were from Masuda hunts. Exactly! Like, you didn't have any in Sword. I didn't have any shinies in Sword until I started hunting. In fact, the only wild shinies I'd seen were 2 I got when I was hunting for other shinies. But that's only 2 random... In fact, I think I've had about 4 random in total. Like... Wait, no, 5. Fuck. I think I've only had about 5 random shinies in total. Throughout my entire time playing Pokemon. Like, my entire time. So that is, from me being like 7 getting Pokemon Diamond until now when I'm 22. That's 5 random shinies. Prior to Scarlet and Violet. So that's more like 21. Because in Scarlet and Violet, I got so many random shinies. We had one during DLC in Gen 8 main game, Tangrowth. Yeah, that's fair, and like people are bound to get that. I'm surprised I didn't, because given that I had Charm on. But now we're like in a down period. Well, not in a down period. I'm going to end in a moment. But I'm going to evolve my Dunsparce, but before I do that, I'm going to count how many random shinies I have. And it's going to be an inaccurate number, because they're spread through my boxes like Nutella on bread. Let's go to 1 first. Okay, in terms of random shinies, Squad is random, Sandra's random, Cheeky's random. This isn't shiny. It's not. Clovis is random. So's Cathode. Saturn's random. No, you're not random. I hunted for you, I think. Yeah, no, I did. Not me mum's car. Alright, so that's 6. Then Snova's 7. And then we got that Riolu, which is 8. We got that Rookidee, which is 9. So that's at least 9 random shinies with Charm. That is that is almost double the amount I've got in my time playing just regularly. In my time playing up until Scarlet and Violet, sorry. No! No, I saved! Oh, shit, I'm so stupid. I didn't even get that many shinies this round. I got like 1. I literally got 1. Can I get like a free random to A, prove my point, and B, as like a sympathy vote for wasting my fucking herbs? Please? Oh my god. I got that fucking, like, save mindset, you know? Like, when I do anything, I'm like, okay, gotta save, because I don't want to lose my progress. But the issue is I'm meant to lose my progress in this case. I genuinely can't believe I did that. I think that's just luck, though. You've only got 4 while randomly looking around. That's fair. But I'd still say, like, that's a lot, you know? Like, that's... I'm keeping this one as a Dunsparce. I'm devastated at that. I can't believe I just did that. Oh my god. Anyway. Fuck-ups aside, that's about where we'll end. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly did. I'll be live again on Wednesday for what I assume will be the Pokemon Gaia finale. Would highly recommend checking that out. Will be a lot of fun. But yeah, at least you kept the one that was number 69. That's a good point. I did keep the one that was the funny sex number. But yeah, I hope you all had a great time. I certainly did. And I will see you all on Wednesday. And make sure to tune in Friday for the Mewtwo Rage, which I'll be doing live. Goodbye and good night.